Hey guys, and welcome back to this brand new tutorial on my YouTube channel. And in this tutorial, we will be making Project Christmas. And Project Christmas is one of the projects I've made. It is kind of like Project Halloween, which we did for Halloween, spooky times, woo. But now it is almost Christmas. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve or evening, whatever it is. So we thought, let's make a Christmas game. And what the game is called Present Designing Simulator. So all you do, you go over here, you go to Santa's bag, you get a present, but I already have a present, so you already have an empty present. Go to one of the workbenches to design it. So all we have to do is hold E over here, and then we will get into this UI. As you can see, present designing, and we can click on Start. And now you will see this present designing filling. So like the thingy that goes inside of it. So if you want to put a flashlight inside of it, you can click select. So let's put in a flashlight. Now we got the wrapping, which is like the thingy around it. So we can do red, blue, or yellow, but as you can see, I don't own yellow or blue, so we are going for red. And now we get the bow. It's like the top thingy is like kind of like a crown on top of the present, but as you can see, we do not own red or yellow, so we're going to go for blue again. But at the end, you get this thingy. Quiz. Select the correct present. I don't know what it is, but in the tutorial, I made it print out what it is. So it's present 1. So if you click present 1, boop, you get this check mark, and you get money from that, or actually gingerbreads. So we have earned 94 gingerbreads. And you can use that to buy like the things as you can see, as you saw, like the teddy bear and all that stuff. So let me just get a new present. You can empty present, go to my, yep. So let me just do this. And as you can see, we can redesign it. So let's just do that quickly, and I will show you what happens if you click the X, and I will show you what happens. I will show you what happens when you click the wrong present. So let's do that real quick. So let's click select over this one, and we gotta kind of click further because it's just a wrapping and a bow. So now I'll show you what happens when you click the wrong present. So the correct present is 2. So this one is actually the correct one in the system itself. But let's click the third one. You get an X, it goes away, and it will say, you lost your present, grab a new one from Santa's bag. And now you gotta go over here again. You gotta hold E. You're gonna get that message again. And now you gotta redesign it. But what happens if you just click the X, even though probably no one will click, because, all you do in the game is just design a present. So let's see what happens if you click the X. It fades away, and as you can see, again, you lost your present, grab a new one from Santa's bag. And that is everything you do, basically. You just design a present in a UI, and you put the final quiz answer in it. So that is what we're going to be doing in this tutorial. Every asset is going to be free. You can go to my group. A link will be in the description, so you can copy this game, but there will be no scripts inside, and the tutorial will be split in 2 parts. So that's all I had to say, and let the intro roll. So before we start the actual tutorial, I want to give out 2 insanely big shoutouts. And the first shout out goes to LuaScripts. So this man is my collaborator. We made this game together. It is amazing. It turned out amazing. We can make insanely good tutorials on it, and we have an amazing teamwork. So thank you so much, my man. I really appreciate you. And the second shout out goes to this person. You might be wondering, newbie, who's this? I've never heard of them. So this person made the Project Halloween and the Project Christmas logo, and they're very good. As you can see, it is top quality, top of the line quality for me, and it is only 300 Robux for just one logo. Just one, 300. Do you know how cheap that is? Other people usually ask for like 2,000 Robux for that, but this person just asks 300. Or you can PayPal him $4 too. But overall, it is. I don't even have words. These are amazing logos. Their social links will be down in the description below. So this is all I wanted to say before we head out into the tutorial. So thank you so much to these two persons, and let's begin with the tutorial. And I don't have words anymore. But okay, let's start off with the tutorial. So first of all, you're going to start off like this probably. You're like, whoa, that looks pretty cool. I mean, yeah, the map looks pretty cool. It's a little bit basic though. We don't talk about the design, but because you're only in the inside anyways, so there's no really need for a detailed thing. So first of all, you're probably like this. You want to go to View first. You want to click on Explorer and Properties, and you're gonna see a lot of things. You can just close these up. All you need is the server script, and the client script in the user interface. So as you can see, if you open them, it's just gonna say check the tutorial. So in the first part, this one, we're going to be doing the longest one, which is the client script. The second one is going to be the server script. We will be doing that in part 2, which comes out tomorrow. It is 23rd of December 2021 right now, and tomorrow it's 24th. So we will release the 24th of December. We will release part 2, which is the server script, which means everything is done. So we should immediately head to the client script. It is not really that hard. It is just a lot. It is like 500 lines of code, to be exactly 499. But without further ado, we should just start off already. So first of all, we got the players service. So local players is equals to game get service players, and we need this so we can do a lot of player checks and whatever you want. Second of all, we need the tween service, because if you go to your game, this arrow is going to bounce up and down so people know where to go once they have first joined the game in their entire life. So local tween service is equals to game get service tween service. So the client script, to be honest, it is actually a lot of copy and pasting. You might be wondering, newbie, 500 lines, come on, that's way too long for me. It is mostly copy and pasting, because a lot of things, for example, if you go to the designing frame, you see like third frame, and you see like select, all you have to do is like copy and paste those select buttons in your script, you know. It is not that hard, but let's go on. So third of all, we need the marketplace service, because we're going to be doing some payments thingies. You can buy like gingerbreads, which is like the currency, and bird shut up. So local marketplace service is equals to game get service marketplace service. Now we need to define the replicated storage. So local replicated storage is equals to game get service replicated storage. Because in replicated storage there is a sender and an NPC for Santa. We'll get back to that later on. Now we need to define the sender, which is your local remote event for almost everything, every single thing. Local sender is equals to replicated storage.sender. Now we need some more variables, so for such as local player is equals to players.localPlayer, and we need a debounce, so local debounce is equals to true, because we need a cooldown system, and we can use debounce for that. Now we need something really weird. A local never-ending variable is equals to true, because for the arrow, we're just gonna make it repeat the same process until this will go to false. But this is never going to turn to anything, so it will just keep on doing it. And now we need to do the local random quiz answer and just leave it empty, because later on in the tutorial we will give it a variable, or like a value. Now we need some money IDs. So you want to go to your game, you want to go to game settings, and you want to go to monetization, and as you can see, developer products. Click create, and just make 3 of them, because there are 3 types of gingerbreads you can buy. So I'm gonna set this to 50 Robux, save, and you gotta keep doing that. I will set the second one to 250. I don't know the prices of the thing anymore, but I think it's pretty obvious. And this one will be set to 375. And if I'm correct, the other one is supposed to be 200. Yep, 200. So you want to go to game settings, monetization, and change the 250 to 200. And now you gotta go back to monetization for this for the last time. And you want to get those IDs, but I don't really know how to copy them. Is there any way to copy those? Not really. So you just want to type them out. Oh, actually, there we go. Okay, so you got the IDs now, and so once you got the IDs, you can continue. So I'm gonna be pasting them real quick. So I got my variables, and now we gotta give them a name. So we need local first money ID is equals to, and then local second money ID is equals to, and local third money ID is equals to. And don't use my IDs, because I will be getting all of your Robux if you do so. Now we need this weird function. So function, comma, amount. And I've made a tutorial on this before, but we're just going to be adding it in. Local formatted is equals to amount. While true, and we need formatted is equals to, well, formatted comma k is equals to string.gsub. You're probably like, newbie, what are you doing? I actually don't know too, okay? So we need to gsub the formatted, and in speech marks, like this. So you got the double speech marks and the like the single speech marks. So over here you want to do arrow up, or like house or something, whatever you call it. Open bracket minus question mark %d plus close bracket, and then open bracket %d %d close bracket. And I actually don't know what this does though. I have no idea, but we just have to add it in. And now over here we do %1 comma %2. So this is how you gsub. So what this does on a value, it is going to give a comma. So for example, like what is this? 1,000. There will be a comma added there. So now we need to do if k in brackets, if k is equals to 0, then break, but k is never going to be changed. And over here we can do return formatted. So this is your comma function. Now we can continue. We need a type writing. So local function type, and we need a string. So like we need a text, and we need an object to write it on. So object.text is equals to nothing. For I equals 1, comma hashtag string do. So every single character on the string will be typed manually, or automatically, I mean. Task.wait 0.05. So every letter, or every letter is going to be typed after 0.05 seconds. Now we can do object.text is equals to object.text, and then dot string.sub string I and I, like that. And what that does is just, as you can see, it will just type right it on. And now we need a super long repeat until loop. So repeat wait until. So the script will only run after this, after everything has been there. So repeat wait until player and player colon find first child data folder and player dot data folder dot gingerbreads and player colon find first child values folder and player dot values folder dot owns teddy bear, and the last one, player dot values folder dot owns glasses. This is a super long thingy. I will zoom out. It's barely even readable. As you can see, so repeat wait until player and player colon find first child data folder and player data folder gingerbreads. You can just read it out. I'll slowly move on. Yep. So now we can continue. We need so for the gingerbreads we need a text. So script.parent.gingerbread frame dot gingerbreads dot text is equals to comma player dot data folder dot gingerbreads dot value. And now we need a get property change signal value, so player dot data folder dot gingerbreads colon get property changed signal value colon connect function. And we have to copy and paste this line into here. And what that does, every time your gingerbread changes, we will set a new text. So function not enough. So if you have insufficient funds, we will be putting a text label. So as I said, not enough function. So script.parent dot designing frame dot not enough dot visible is equals to true. We're going to be waiting 1 second, and then script.parent dot designing frame dot not enough dot visible is equals to false. Like that. So now we need something called a tween frame transition. So function tween frame transition duration frame 1 and frame 2. Those are going to be the arguments. So repeat, and we're going to be using 2 of these repeats. So repeat task dot wait 0.01 script dot parent dot designing frame dot black designing tween dot background transparency minus equals 0.01. And we're going to be doing that until this, so without the minus 0.01, until that is below or the same as 0. Then we will do frame.visible, frame1.visible is equal to false. So we are going to quickly change the frames. So we're going to set frame 1 to false and frame 2 to true. And we're going to be waiting, task.wait, we're going to be waiting duration, and then we will be doing it the opposite. So this, but this is going to be a plus, and these two have to be switched around. So like that. Like this. So you got the arrow and then the equals. Now we need a function called initialize random quiz, which is going to choose a random present out of the 3 on the frame. So function initialize, it's a pretty difficult word. Initialize random quiz, open bracket, close bracket. So now we need to do local all presents is equals to, we need to get all of the present, which is script.parent dot designing frame dot quiz dot presents colon get children, like this. Now we need to do a random present. So local random present is equals to all presents, and then in square brackets, math.random open bracket close bracket 1 out of hashtag all presents. This is going to look in the all presents table and choose a random out of that. And then the random quiz answer is equals to random present dot name, because we will be checking the names of the present. And you can do this, print random quiz answer. This will print the answer, so please don't add it in. But for testing purposes, we will. Now we have to do a lot of stuff, like literally a lot. So function disable all frames, and you might as well just type script.parent.designing frame and copy this already, because we have like 15 lines of that. So script.parent.designing frame.visible is equals to false. Script.parent.designing frame.first frame.visible is equals to false. Second frame.visible is equals to false. Third frame.visible is equals to false. We got the quiz.visible is equals to false. We got quiz.presents.present1 dot correct.visible is equals to false. Quiz.presents.present1 dot wrong.visible is equals to false. And at this point, copy these 2 lines and paste them 2 times. and change present 1 to 2, and this one to 3. So you should have 2 1, 2 2, and 2 3. And the last one, script.parent.designing frame .start.visible is equal to true, because we have to be able to click start again. And now we have to do a lot of these things again. So you might as well just copy this again. And script.parent.designing frame, or well, in this case, first of all, blacktween.visible is equal to true. Script.parent.blacktween.background transparency is equal to 1. The designing frame is going to be false. The black designing tween.background transparency is going to be 0. So it is visible. And the background transparency, or well, the visibility, sorry, is equal to true. Script.parent.global frame.cooldown text.visible is equal to false. And then this again, not enough. .visible is equal to false. And now you want to copy this again, like that. Now, local present 1 is equal to script.parent.designing frame.quiz.presence.present1. And I want to copy that 2 times again and change this to present 2, and this one to number 3. Now we have to do more copy and pasting. So first of all, let's do the first one. If player.values folder, let me just zoom in a little bit more, that owns teddy bear dot value is equal to true, then so if you own the teddy bear, this one, then script.parent.designing frame.first frame.teddy bear.purchase.visible is equal to false, because you own it and you cannot repurchase it. There we go. And change this one to select and set it to true. And else, we're going to be doing the exact opposite. Like this. So, should have false, true, true, false. Now copy this and paste it down. And change owns teddy bear to owns glasses, and change this to glasses, 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 and glasses. Copy this again. Change it to this one, owns blue wrapping. Change this to second frame, second frame, second frame, second frame, and change this to blue, 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 and blue. Now do the exact same, but for yellow. So owns yellow wrapping. Change this to yellow, 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 yellow. And now the 2 last, so copy this, paste it down, and as you can see, boom, and change this to owns yellow bow. Change this to third frame, third frame. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. There we go, third frame, and change this to yellow, yellow. There we go, and change this one to owns red bow. So change every yellow to red. And you're done. This is how fast it can go, but it is just a lot of talking. So now we're at line 150, and we're gonna be doing the remote event handling. So sender dot on client event connect function, and we're going to be doing argument and additional, and the additional is going to be for the gingerbreads. So if not argument, then return end. So if there's no argument, we're not going to be doing anything. Now if argument is equals to player present collected, so if a player collected present, then we're going to be typing something. So type, you got an empty present, go to one of the workbenches to design it. As you can see, like this. And at the end, type script.parent.globalFrame.remote event text. Like that. Now put task.wait for. And now we have to set the text to nothing. So copy this and set the text to nothing. Alrighty. Now just copy this, because we're going to be using it a lot more. So just copy this. And now else if argument is equals to player already has present collected, then pasted, and instead of all this text, or well, this, you already have an empty present. Go to one of the workbenches to design it, blah blah blah. Now else if argument is equals to no present workbench. So if someone tries to customize the present when they don't even have one, we're going to be doing this, but we're going to be deleting this text. You don't have an empty present, exclamation mark. Go to Santa's bag to get one, like this. Now else if argument is equals to workbench start designing, then. So I get this tutorial is a lot of maybe some are already struggling. I'm very sorry. Just join my Discord server and I'll help you out, because I love you guys. So workbench start designing, and this is pretty confusing, but repeat task.wait 0.01. And now we need script.parent.black_tween.background transparency minus equals 0.01. And we're going to be doing this until the background transparency is below or the same as 0. And then we'll quickly enable the designing frame by saying script.parent.designing_frame.visible is equals to true. And then we'll do the exact opposite again, or well, repeat task.wait 0.01 and script.parent.designing_frame.black_tween or black designing tween the background transparency plus equals 0.01. And again, we're going to be doing that until the background transparency is above or the same as 1. So now else if else if argument is equals to calculated value, then, and this is going to be running whenever you get like a present or when you like succeeded in everything. And we can do we're gonna get the text again, this one, and change this to you have earned, and then additional gingerbreads, like that. So as you can see, you've earned additional gingerbreads. And that is everything for this script too. So now script.parent.gingerframe.image_button.mouse button one click connect function. And now script.parent.gingerbread_shop.visible is equals to, and copy this, not the same, like that. Now all we have to do now is script.parent.gingerbreadshop.option1.buy.mouse button one click connect function. And we need to do marketplace service : prompt product purchase product. We're gonna send that to the player, and we're gonna be using the first money ID. And now just paste this 2 times, change this to second, change this to third, and change option 1 to 2, and option 1 to 3. So as you can see, you get this now. Ooh, like that. Now, for the funny part, we have to make the start button clickable. So script.parent.start or script.parent.designingFrame.start mouse button one click, connect function, and we're going to be checking if you have a cooldown. So if player.values folder global cooldown.value is equals to false, then so if you don't have a cooldown on your name, then we will enable the tween frame transition. So tween frame transition, we're going to be doing 0.5 seconds, so only half a second, and we're going to be tweening from script.parent.designingFrame.start. We're going to be tweening from start to the first frame. So script.parent.designingFrame.firstFrame. Sorry, I got scared. Now, we need to do the purchasing. As again, the purchasing is a lot of copy and pasting. So, script.parent.designingFrame.firstFrame.teddybear. We're going to be making the teddy bear purchasable. So script.parent.designingFrame.teddybear.purchase mouse button one click, connect function, and we're going to be checking if you have over 1,000 gingerbreads. So if player.data folder, whoa, what is that? Data folder .gingerbreads.value is the same or above as 1,000, then you're gonna buy it. So sender fire server purchase teddy bear. Script.parent.designingFrame.firstFrame.teddybear.purchase visible is equals to false, and script.parent.designingFrame.firstFrame.teddybear.select.visible is equals to true. And it's a lot of talking, I'm very sorry, but that's just how it goes. So now else, if you don't have enough, then we're going to be doing the not enough function. So to reduce watching time, we're going to be doing some more copy and pasting. So copy this, paste it, and I'll just guide you through. Change this to glasses, change this to 10,000, change this to purchase glasses, change this to glasses, and change this to glasses. Change this to second frame, change this to second frame, change this to second frame, and change this to blue, change this to blue, change this to blue, and blue cost 2,500, and change this to purchase blue wrapping. So back at it again. We're going to be getting this one, and change this to yellow, 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 and yellow. Change this to yellow, and change this to 5,000. Copy these two to save some time, and paste them down. Change this to third frame, change this to third frame, change everything to third frame. So this one, this one, this one, and this one. Change this to yellow, change this to yellow, and change this to yellow. And this one is going to cost 5,000, and change it to purchase yellow bow. This should be good. Yep. Change this to red, and change this to red, and change this to 7,500. So I will wait slowly from the top, from over here. I will slowly be going down so you can copy and write it. So I'll give you guys a second. Alrighty. You could have paused the video. Now we need the exit button. So script.parent .designing frame .exit .mouse button one click connect function. So we're going to doing the exit button. So if you click exit, you have to restart, I guess. So if player values folder global cooldown value is equals to false and debounce is equals to true, then server or sender fire server enable cooldown. We're going to be immediately enabling the tween frame. So script.parent.designing frame .black designing tween .visible is equals to true. Sender fire server player exited designing, because you're exiting the designing. Now we need repeat task.wait 0.01 script.parent.designing frame .black designing tween .background transparency minus equals 0.01. Enter, or well, until again this is the same or below as 0. Copy this, or no, don't. We're going to be disabling all the frames, and we're going to be setting the start to visible is equals to true. So script the parent designing frame start visible is equals to true. And now we need to repeat again. So repeat task.wait 0.01 script.parent.black tween .background transparency plus equals 0.01, and we're going to be doing this I'm messing it up until it is the same or above as 1. After that, we're going to be doing sender fire server enable text, and now we need to type again. So go all the way to the top and look for the one that says you lost your present. Or actually, we don't even have that one yet. So we're going to be getting this one, copy it and go all the way down, paste it here, and just remove that. And we're going to be saying you lost your present, grab a new one from Santa's bag. And what that does is you click exit, you're gonna lose your present. So now we have to do the selecting, and the selecting is so easy. It is a lot of copy and pasting again. So script.parent.designing frame first frame flashlight select mouse button one click connect function. If debounce is equals to true, then debounce is equals to false. Task.wait 1 and debounce is equals to true, but we have to do the tween transition. Tween frame transition 0.25, so we're going to be doing it on 0.25 seconds, and we're going to be tweening from script.parent.designing frame first frame to the second one, which is script.parent.designing frame second frame. Copy this and paste it 2 times. Change this to teddy bear and change this to glasses. Yes. Now, copy only the last one, paste it. Change this to second frame and change this to red. change this to first frame to second frame, and change this to third frame, because once you click from the second frame, you're going to go to the third. So paste this 2 times. Change this to blue, and change this to yellow. Yes, yellow. Ooh-hee. Now, for the last one, do this. Bob, bob. Paste it. Change this to third frame. And we're going to go from the third frame to the final one, the quiz frame. And change this to blue. And copy paste it again 2 times. And change blue to yellow. And change blue to red. As you can see, you're doing amazing. Now here's the last. This is like the one of the final parts, the present quiz. It is a lot at first. It's like 40 lines, but we have to do a lot of copy and pasting. Again, as I said. The present one, that mouse button one click, gonna connect function. If debounce is equals to true, then we're immediately setting it false, because we don't want any spamming. Task.wait 2 seconds for the debounce to be true again. But under false, if present one, that name, which is actually present one, is the same as the random quiz answer, because the random quiz answer is either going to be present 1, present 2, or present 3. So we can just easily check the names of it. So if that's true, then present 1, that correct, that visible, is true, which is the check mark, like ding. Now we're going to be waiting 0.5 seconds, so you can like a normal human reaction time is 1 second. So like you're gonna see the tick and you're like yay, but we're going to be fading everything away again. So repeat task.wait. Oh wait. Until task.wait 0.01. Script.parent. Designing frame. Black designing tween. Background transparency minus equals 0.01. And we're going to be doing this until the transparency is under or the same as 0. After that, we will be immediately disabling all of the frames. And we're going to be let the main, so repeat task.wait 0.01 script.parent black tween background transparency plus equals is 0.01 until script.parent black tween background transparency is equals or the same as 1. After that, we're going to be sending the correct quiz answer. So script.parent, nope, sender, fire server, correct present quiz answer, like that. But if that's not the case, present 1, not wrong, not visible, is equals to true, and copy all of this. I'm going to be doing the exact same, but at the end, we're going to be sending player exited designing, even though you didn't exit it, but exiting the frame, exiting the like, once we sent this argument, the game knows we are not in the UI anymore. Now you gotta look for the lost text, copy it. You can just do Control F lost and copy this, go all the way down, and paste it under it. Boom. This is how you do it. So that is basically how you do it. But now you have, well, we have 3 presents. So copy this and paste it down. Boom. Change this. Change all of these present ones to present 2s. Let's see. Present 1, present 1, present 1. So, and do that for present 3 too. Let's see. Present 3, 3, 3, and 3. So this is basically how you do it. As you can see, we're almost done already. Like, what? You know, it's quite amazing. And we have to do a little bit of more. It's not that hard. So we need we need something more. I forgot something. So if we go all the way up to the third frames, we never did the initialize random quiz. So do that, initialize random quiz, and initialize random quiz, because you're going to go to the quiz frame. So that is how you fix it. Now all the way at the bottom, type this quarantine.resume, quarantine.create function, and then you'll get those end. While true do, if player.values folder global cooldown value is equals to true, then script.parent.global frame cooldown text visible is equals to true. If that's not the case, we're going to be setting it to false, and we're going to be waiting. We're going to be doing this every 0.01 seconds. Yes. Now the last 5 lines. So repeat, and you can already put until never-ending variable is equals to false, but it will never turn false. So tween service create. We're going to be tweening workspace.map.tweening.arrow. You gotta watch really closely. Tween info.new 0.5, comma, enum.easing style .sign, enum.easing direction .inout, and then out of the bracket in between these two, do a curved bracket and type position. Position is equals to, and we want to watch really closely now. Vector3.new 41.378, comma 30.678, comma 212.171, like this. At the end, type :play, so the tween will play. So you got this enormous line. I will slowly go through it right now. Now we can do, it's going to be tweening task.weight 0.05, or, well, 0.5, sorry. Do that again, task.weight 0.5, and copy this line, and paste it here. But, yeah, you don't have to change anything, just change the 30 to 20. So you should have this, and that is it. This is your enormous 499 lines of code. So if we go all the way to the top, you've just done all of this. You're amazing. I love you. So this is quite a tutorial. I mean, if you would join, nothing is really going to happen except for the arrow, even though that didn't even work. And that is because there's no thingies. As you can see, we're waiting until these thingies are there, but they will never be there because we have to do the server script. We will do the server script in tomorrow's video, and I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, even though it is it's a pretty long tutorial. But tomorrow, part 2, today, part 1. I really hope you enjoyed this enormous long tutorial. Again, big shout out to my logo designer, the cheap one. He's truly amazing. And LuaScripts for the amazing collaboration. Thank you so much. This is quite a tutorial. If you like this, give it a like. If you are new to my channel and you want to subscribe right now for free cookies. I will never deliver. And just subscribe if you want, and if you want to become a member for just like $9.99 or whatever it is, click the blue join button down below. And all I can say is that my name is Newbie, and I say peace out.